fine. It looks like it's okay. My computer is working now. What happened?
Up, we're live.
And then we start.
Oh, we're live.
We're live.
Yes. Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
that's live, right? That's why it's live.
Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. Hi everyone. This is the voice and the face of Dr. Tolu Olabintan. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Livingspring Family Medical Center here in the awesome city of Mansfield, Texas, where we help our patients live long and well because we believe the quality of life is just as important as the quantity of life. And we're having conversations today in lines with that. Please, if you're watching live, please hashtag live. If you're watching a replay, hashtag replay. And today we'll be talking with my friend, classmate, buddy, Dr. Emeka Obidi, who is a pediatrician. I do have to say I'm really sorry for the technicalities we're having this evening. My computer decided not to work, and so we're doing it on the phone. But Doc, if you don't mind, please introduce yourself. Who are you, and what do you do?
Absolutely. Like you said, this is live, right? I signed up our son for a swim class and it happens to fall on today. So I pulled my doctor card and said, I have a live stream. But doctor, can I please use your conference room?
Nice.
So I'm in this, conference room, but it'll work for now. My name is Dr. Obidi, Emeka Obidi. I'm a pediatrician. I practice out in Western Maryland, Hagerstown, Maryland, to be precise. And I run a family practice. I'm a CEO of Partners in Pediatrics and Family Health. And we see both adults and kids and partner with them to provide optimum health for them. And I also am the CEO of Newborn Prep Academy. It's an online platform where I get to share resources and information to help new moms to understand what to expect from their newborns, how to really care for them confidently so they can truly enjoy the experience. One of my passions is caring for newborns. And so I am excited to be on here with you, Dr. Olabintan.
Oh, glad to have you on, and thank you for joining, even with the busy schedule. So, Doc, real quick, why do you do what you do? And that's more in line with, the newborn. Like, why did you do that? What was it for you?
So it's really interesting. So I've been a pediatrician for donkey years now. I don't know, probably like going on 20 years at this point. I did my medical school in Nigeria. If you're familiar with the system, it's a 6-year, system in medical school. And after that, you do this internship year where you do like 3 months in the 4 big main specialties. So OBGYN, peds, surgery, and internal medicine. And I actually wanted to be an ophthalmologist before, doing my internship year. But during my peds rotation, I just fell in love with pediatrics and loved it so much. I said, you know what, this is what I'm going to do because I had such a wonderful time. And of course, you're familiar with healthcare in a developing country. It wasn't always pretty to see kids suffering and maybe dying unnecessarily. But it was such a fulfilling and rewarding 3 months that I thought this is what I want to do for the rest of my life as a career. And so I went into pediatrics. I love pediatrics, love the whole full range of kids and even to the older kids who are in the early 20s. But really started to realize more recently that of all the subcategories or subsets of pediatric patients, I really enjoy taking care of newborns. I love caring for them. I love also, I think, got to realize I really love the process of coming alongside a mom who is overwhelmed, bewildered, not sure what's going on with this little precious, fragile thing, and being able to walk alongside her and help her be more confident caring for this newborn. And I know it's beautiful to see the metamorphosis as they get that information and they feel more confident and they sort of relax. And of course, it's pediatrics, so I get to also see these kids grow. And I've been in the same practice for going on 19 years. So, I now have kids bringing their kids to me
Wow. I
I'm like,
love it.
I'm not that old. But and whenever they come in, I just flash back to when they were tiny things and their moms were all concerned about them. So it's just beautiful. I don't know what to tell you. I just enjoy it.
I can tell you love what you do, and that's awesome. And so we're having conversations, helping moms who are about to have a baby and they're a little bit nervous and they're like, what? How
Yeah,
do I prep? What do I do? And there's a lot of information out there. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, I heard this story
yeah.
about this or this. So for the new mom, the mom who's about to have
Mhm.
a baby, what would you say are your best tips for them as they
Yeah.
approach this new phase? We're talking first time moms. What would you say?
Absolutely, absolutely. And maybe my tips are not going to probably be what most people will think I would say, because I'm really not going to go to specifics of what you're going to feed them and how you're going to dress them and all those things. And all those are important, and we could certainly go into all of that. That would take us like a week to go into all the little different things,
Right.
and that's why I usually like to pull back and sort of look at it, and what's going to be your overall mindset going into caring for a newborn, right? Because it does sort of color what you do as you care for this newborn as they come into the world, and you are responsible for them and taking care of them. So number one is, I would say, just realizing that you're just about to enter into a different phase of life, and
Hmm.
it's just going to be different. It's not necessarily good or bad, it's just different,
Right.
right?
Right.
And so it's going to require you to maybe change some things, about your schedule, or change some things about how you take care of things. Yes, maybe you can't just get up and go like you normally would. I think, first of all, just embracing the fact that you're about to get into a season, or maybe for those who have already just had a newborn, you're in a season that's different. I think is a good place to start, because one of the things that started to realize how much this concept interferes with a lot of our functioning is the concept of resistance.
Mm.
When you resist something, the pain, that's when you actually have pain. The pain of the situation becomes really amplified. So a mom, and certainly apply to dads who don't embrace the fact that they're now in a new phase of life, or about to enter a new phase of life, and that things are different, and I maybe just can't get up and go like I used to.
Right.
Um, Someone who doesn't embrace that and is sort of resistant to, oh, I wish it were, the days I could go up and get up and go,
Right.
experiences more discomfort and pain, right? So I think, just first of all, preparing yourself for, I'm about to enter a new phase of life. I'm going to have, this precious, fragile thing that I'm going to be taking care of, and it'll be different. There's going to be things I'm going to have to learn. There are going to be things that you know, that I maybe thought I was going to handle one way, but then it's turned out I can't, and something else, I had to, pivot and do something else. I mean, an easy one, or one that comes up every now and then, is a mom who really wants to breastfeed, committed to breastfeeding, and really wanted that process to happen. And for some reason, she just had a difficult time breastfeeding. And the moms who had the most difficult time are the ones who just mourn the fact that they wanted to breastfeed and now they can't. And actually,
Okay.
the mourning, I think, itself is not even such a bad thing, because I think they should really mourn that process and grieve the process, or grieve the fact that they can't, do that anymore. But the ones that sort of stay there
Right.
and,
Right.
just cry over the fact that they can't breastfeed anymore, have a harder time really caring for their babies in that situation. So I think that's number one, is embracing the new season. Number
Hmm.
two is really, I think, giving yourself loads of grace. You really have to give yourself loads of grace, and deciding to do that ahead of time, I think, is really helpful. If you're already in the thick of it and you've been hitting yourself over the head, this is the time to step back and give yourself loads of grace, because this is a new human being. Even for a mom who's had 2, 3, 4 kids and is having
Right.
another one, that is still a new human being, a different human being from all the other kids you've had. They're interacting with you for the very first times. Even if you've had 2, 3 kids and you've had that interaction of feeding them and caring for them and their temperament, this is a completely new person that you're going to have to build this other relationship with again. So giving yourself loads of grace, because they're not going to come with a manual, and so things aren't always going to happen the way you thought they would. So that's would be my other tip. And I'll say also, developing what I call the confident mom mindset. it really just comprises of three ways of showing up with your newborn. One is, first of all, really believing, and this may take some work, really, what I'm about to say, but really believing that you're the best mom for your baby. I think is so powerful because it really empowers you and puts you in a place of control where you feel really empowered to care for this newborn. You're the best mom for your baby, not your mom, not your girlfriend, not your sister, not anybody else but you, right? However this baby came to you, whether it's by natural birth or adoption or however, you're the best mom for this baby. Embrace it, right? And it lists the other thing, the other part of that mindset, which is that that I can care for this newborn. I have all it takes to care for this newborn. Everything. I have all that it takes to care for this newborn. I may not have the information right away, but I can get it. I can go seek it out. I can have mentors to come help me out, right? And then the third is that that my baby should adapt to me and not the other way around. And this sometimes make people pull their hair like, what? That's heresy. But really, that I think the moms also who do the best are the ones who show up as themselves. And there's going to be some adapting and some changing you're going to do for this newborn because it's newborn,
right,
has a feeding schedule, has a sleeping schedule that's different from what you were used to. But I think the moms who don't twist themselves into a pretzel trying to change for this baby have a better time. Babies are very flexible and adaptable, and they'll just adapt to this new way of this new family they've been born into. So if you're a mom who likes to do things on the schedule, your baby's going to fall in line. If you like to just sort of go with the flow, your baby will fall in line, right? And I think just giving yourself some grace there. Yeah. And then I'll just say also leaning on help, right? Don't be afraid to ask for help. Lean on if it's a partner, a mom, aunt, friends, people in your circle that you can call on to help. I think is key. And I think in our society, especially Western society, and certainly in America here, oftentimes we feel very like independent and sort of isolated. And I feel like I don't want to bother people, right? But this is not the time to sort of have that mindset. And the truth is, people are always happy to help, oftentimes happy to help. Most times are happy to help when you ask them. And so we should freely ask people who are in our circle already, who will be more than happy to help us, I'm sure, in many cases with this newborn. And then also, my last one I'll leave with you is that your pediatrician is your ally. They are in your corner and they're there to really help. And especially if you have a good one, they really enjoy being able to partner with you to care for these newborns. So feel free to ask them questions. As those questions come up, pop up a note-taking app, on your phone and put them down. I tell people I love the phone. It's my best friend, the mom's phone, because she can take notes on it and ask me those questions when she comes in. If she sees something that looks strange, she can take a picture of it. If the baby's breathing funny, she can record it and just show me when she comes in instead of having to try and describe it. And I found it's very helpful when you do that. So just remember, you have a great resource in your pediatrician. And I think that's what I'll share with you.
Wow. I know we're hard for time. This has been very powerful.
We are, so I'm going to have to jump up soon.
I know you got to go, but thank you so much for doing this. This is very, very helpful. Get yourself a team. Be gracious to yourself. This is justice season. New moms and repeat moms. And for those who are watching, Doc, before you go and who are asking, I like this. I want to sign up for the new Born Prep Academy. I want to see how else I can get you to come speak on their platforms. Doc, how can people connect with you?
Yes. They can reach me at newbornprepacademy.com. So it's newbornprepacademy.com. And they can also email at newbornprepacademy@gmail.com. There's a newborn preparation course that I put together that really goes over the key things new moms need to know. All that information is on there. There's some free resources they can get, the Confident New Mom Guide, and how to choose a pediatrician that's right for your baby. All of that is on there. newbornprepacademy.com.
All right, awesome. I will share. Go ahead.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I'm so sorry I had to run, but thank you.
Go. You're good.
We'll do this again. We have to.
Yes, I concur. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for hanging out with us, even with the technical difficulty. And if you or anyone you know is looking for a thorough, and a passionate family physician who have conversations to help you live long and well in the Mansfield, Texas area, I am she. Have a good one, and thank you for joining. Bye.